It's not hard to see what difference 50 years makes. But it's easy to forget that decades, years, months, days are all made up of moments. What difference does a moment make? For SkillsUSA, the successes of the last 50 years wouldn't have been possible without countless moments, each one vital to the long journey that's brought us to this one. Perhaps the biggest moment for SkillsUSA happened in the middle of the 1960s. America was joining the war in Vietnam. The landmark Civil Rights Act was changing the face of our nation. And 4 mop tops from Liverpool were changing the face of music. Meanwhile, in 1965, 14 states came together in Nashville, Tennessee with a common vision: to create a student-led organization that would champion a skilled workforce, that would foster respect for skilled trades, and would develop new generations of world-class workers, leaders, and responsible American citizens. Colors were chosen, purposes were defined, and VICA, the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America, was born.
Ladies and gentlemen, we submit this Constitution to you as a proposed Constitution for the benefit of the students of Vocational Trade and Industrial Clubs. All those in favor, let it be known by the upraised right hand. The motion carries.
In 1967, another profound moment: our first competitive events. With only 54 contestants in 5 leadership contests, it was a small step, but a solid foundation was laid for greater moments yet to come. The 1970s were characterized by even more cultural change: the women's liberation movement, the political scandal of Watergate, what some might call the musical scandal of disco. VICA was changing too, for the better. And the moment we released our first leadership handbook in 1970, nearly 125,000 members, for the first time, had clear, detailed directives on how to operate their local chapters. In 1972, the national competitions were renamed the United States Skill Olympics. And the 5 competitive events less than 10 years earlier were now 25. 1979 witnessed the moment a 15-year dream was finally realized as a new national headquarters in Leesburg, Virginia, was officially dedicated.
Fellow VICA members, welcome to your brand new National Leadership Center.
In the 1980s, more indelible moments. The assassination attempt on our president shook our resolve. The launch of the first space shuttle sparked our imagination. And the musical melting pot known as Live Aid reminded us, if only for a moment, of the strength in humanity's hands when they're joined together. In 1980, VICA strengthened the bond between industry and students with the creation of the Youth Development Foundation, helping to ensure that classroom curricula was in line with industry demands. Membership passed the 250,000 mark, and in 1983, one of the organization's most enduring moments, as a fully recovered President Ronald Reagan delivered the keynote address at our 19th National Conference.
You represent this nature's future. You will shape, fit, mold, construct, and program a new century for America. And once you've done that, you'll tune it, alter it, repair it, and nurse it along so that it keeps running smoothly. America has no higher stake than in the quality of your education.
In the 1990s, it was business as usual. Change. The Soviet Union dissolved. America fought in the First Gulf War. Grunge and hip-hop dominated the airwaves. And VICA celebrated a milestone, its first 25 years. The United States Skill Olympics officially changed its name to the SkillsUSA Championships. The professional development program, designed over years with input from our members and partners, was officially released and has since helped thousands of students develop their all-important employability and life skills. In 1996, the moment our first website was launched, instantly connected us to more than 275,000 members and the world. In 1999, on the edge of a new century, we unveiled a new name as VICA became SkillsUSA VICA. And as we neared our 35th anniversary, another political leader offered his admiration for our work.
For 35 years, VICA has done a marvelous job in preparing young people for the workplace. And what VICA is doing is so related to what we're trying to do with America's Promise, the Alliance for Youth, to bring into the lives of our young people the resources they need to be successful.
When the 2000s dawned, fears of a Y2K nightmare were proven unfounded, while the shocking reality of the 9/11 attack in 2001 felt like it was a nightmare. But America showed its resolve, and leading the efforts to rebuild and restore were some of the very groups of skilled professionals that SkillsUSA has always championed, that America has always depended on. In 2002, the organization amped up communication to its members with the launch of SkillsUSA Champions magazine. And in 2004, SkillsUSA VICA became, officially and simply, SkillsUSA. Over the last decade, change, as it always does, showed itself to be the one constant that can always be counted on, perhaps best highlighted by the election of America's first African-American president in 2008, Barack Obama. SkillsUSA has experienced more than its share of firsts over the last few years, too. We crossed the 300,000 member threshold in 2008, and today we stand at more than 360,000 members, the most in our history. More industry partners than ever are joining and supporting the cause, helping our students effect real lasting change in their lives and their communities. Community service efforts are blossoming in chapters across the country. In fact, a large-scale community service project has been an annual component of our national conference for more than a decade.
And I think it's a wonderful thing that the mothers and fathers tell these children they got to help somebody. So this helping me. See, and I'm old. I can't get out here and drag them bags like y'all, but I appreciate y'all coming here and do it for me. I appreciate these kids could be somewhere swimming or having fun, but they working.
Each successive SkillsUSA National Conference continues to break the records of its predecessor. Those 200 attendees from 1965 can beam with pride at a vision that's been more than realized. Those 54 contestants in 5 events in 1967 can watch in awe at a now record 6,000 plus competitors in 100 skilled and leadership events, covering more than 1 million square feet of competition space. Yes, a lot has changed in 50 years. But some things will never change. I believe in the dignity of work. I believe in the American way of life. I believe in education. I believe in fair play. I believe satisfaction is achieved by good work. I believe in high moral and spiritual standards. The principles on which this organization was built remain as strong as they were on the day of its founding. And the need for this organization, that has only grown stronger. Now, more than ever, industry needs the kinds of workers and leaders SkillsUSA is producing. Now, more than ever, the public at large needs to understand the value of career and technical education as another viable pathway to a rewarding, successful career and life. Now, more than ever, SkillsUSA is poised to lead, to help fill gaps, change minds, and improve even more lives.
SkillsUSA is on the front line. They're the connective tissue in between the opportunities that exist and the hopes that a lot of parents and kids have for their own future. They're making a real difference every single day, day in and day out. They're actually moving the needle in a way that nobody else is, which is pretty cool.
SkillsUSA means a lot to me. It's like a home, it's a family, it's something that, it's an organization that brings a bunch of different people together.
They're preparing us with the job skills that we need and the leadership skills that we need to be successful.
Before SkillsUSA, I could say I was a completely different person. I learned so much about myself in SkillsUSA, and I learned how much more I could do if only I believed in myself.
SkillsUSA is a great opportunity for anybody in any career field to be able to succeed in life.
This is an irreplaceable experience, and a lot of moments were made that I will never forget in my life. Without SkillsUSA, I wouldn't be the young man that I am today.
Countless moments, some big, some small, all leading to this one, as we celebrate 50 years of champions at work. Never underestimate the power of a moment. Our collective moments have brought us here, and the moments to come, starting right now, will begin writing the next chapter in a great legacy that's ready to charge into the next 50 years. Our legacy, your legacy, a legacy of champions, the proud, enduring legacy of SkillsUSA.